Tampa car dealership abruptly closed its doors today, leaving already frustrated customers wondering what to do next.
Paid top dollar for peace of mind and got stuck with a nightmare on wheels. Trusted brands are now at the center of exploding recalls, hidden engineering flaws, and customer support that disappears when things go wrong. These are not isolated cases. They're part of a growing pattern manufacturers do not want you to see. Which car brands are collapsing under their own promises? Why are owners reporting major failures after just 12 months? And how are dealerships still pushing these models without warning anyone? Land Rover. Luxury wrapped around disaster. At first glance, Land Rover vehicles represent the pinnacle of luxury and adventure. Whether it is the imposing Range Rover or the more compact Discovery Sport, the brand has long promised a blend of off-road dominance and opulent refinement. Buyers are drawn in by the sleek design, commanding road presence, and interiors that rival five-star hotel suites. The promise is simple: go anywhere in style. However, for many owners, that promise begins to unravel within the first year. The initial appeal of Land Rover often fades fast as real-world ownership reveals troubling flaws. Across numerous models, engine faults surface alarmingly early. Owners report check engine lights triggering within the first few thousand miles, only to discover complex problems like timing chain tension failures or software glitches affecting fuel injection systems. These are not isolated incidents, but recurring issues documented in reliability studies and owner surveys alike. Then come the electrical gremlins. Land Rover's infotainment systems are packed with features, from adaptive displays to advanced navigation, but the software tends to freeze, reboot without warning, or lag significantly, turning a luxury cabin into a frustrating digital minefield. In some cases, even basic functions like climate control or rear-view camera systems fail to operate consistently. Combine this with air suspension systems prone to pressure leaks and height adjustment failures, and the ownership experience quickly becomes a mechanical headache. The problems do not stop at inconvenience. They reach deep into the wallet. Once the factory warranty expires, often within the first 3 years, repair costs surge. Air suspension replacements can cost several $1,000s. Simple repairs, like replacing a faulty sensor, may involve removing entire modules, dramatically inflating labor charges. Since many parts are imported from the United Kingdom, owners face long wait times and limited service access. Even in major cities, Land Rover ownership often transforms from a luxury lifestyle choice into an ongoing battle with the service department. The resale value of these vehicles drops quickly as buyers learn to avoid used models out of fear of sky-high maintenance. What begins as a badge of elegance often ends in financial regret and roadside assistance calls. From British elegance to American bulk, our next brand masks problems under a massive frame. Chevrolet, built like a budget, breaks like one too. This brand seduces buyers with big promises, affordable American engineering, practical design, and models that seem tailor-made for families and commuters alike. Vehicles like the Malibu sedan and the Equinox crossover appeal to budget-conscious drivers looking for modern amenities without the premium price tag. At first, everything appears to deliver. The cars look sharp, the infotainment systems are well-equipped, and fuel economy ratings hit respectable numbers. Yet within just 1 year, those positives begin to erode. The most consistent and widespread issue across Chevrolet's affordable lineup is the transmission. In the Equinox and Malibu models built after the year 2016, drivers frequently report lurching during gear shifts, delayed acceleration, and abrupt downshifting. These symptoms often emerge early, sometimes within the first 15,000 miles, and can quickly escalate into full transmission failure. While some vehicles are repaired under warranty, others require repeated service visits, with dealerships performing temporary software patches that fail to solve underlying hardware faults. Chevrolet interiors also disappoint in longevity. The cabin materials, while visually appealing at first glance, quickly show wear. Dashboard panels rattle, leatherette seats crack or fade, and door trim pieces begin to separate, all within the first 12 months of ownership. On the tech side, Chevrolet's infotainment system suffers from recurring bugs, unresponsive touchscreens, erratic Bluetooth connectivity, and delayed voice command response. For a brand that prides itself on delivering value, These tech setbacks reflect a clear gap between presentation and performance. Perhaps most frustrating for owners is the post-purchase experience. Warranty claims often lead to delays, with service advisors blaming normal wear and tear for issues that clearly reflect manufacturing or design defects. Some owners report dealerships denying warranty coverage until the problem becomes catastrophic. This leaves drivers caught between unreliable vehicles and reluctant service networks. In terms of depreciation, Chevrolet vehicles rank among the fastest to lose value in the first year. As word spreads about transmission troubles and inconsistent build quality, used values fall, leaving owners with cars that are difficult to trade or sell without steep discounts. If you think American muscle still means durability, the next entry will shake that belief even harder. Disappointment after the first year is real, and the brands we've covered so far have proven it. If this shocking truth about your car's brand caught your attention, don't miss out on what's coming next. Hit subscribe for more reveals like this, because your next vehicle could be costing you more than you think. Dodge, the devil in the details. Raw power, aggressive styling, and a badge steeped in muscle car culture are what draw most buyers in. From the first test drive, the experience feels thrilling. Tire-spinning torque, loud exhaust notes, and bold design language that dares you to ignore it. These vehicles promise attitude, performance, and American rebellion for the everyday driver. That thrill, however, begins to wear off quickly. Beneath the surface, ownership becomes a test of patience rather than a reward for passion. In less than 12 months, problems begin to pile up. One of the most common complaints among owners is transmission failure, whether it is the Charger or the Journey. Automatic gearboxes struggle with premature wear, erratic shifting, or complete breakdown. In many cases, the failure happens before 25,000 miles, sometimes even sooner, leaving owners with a costly dilemma. Extended warranties offer limited comfort, as some dealerships resist making timely repairs or blame the issue on driving habits. Mechanical problems are not limited to the drivetrain. Engine reliability ranks below average, with premature oil leaks, overheating, and unexplained stalling appearing across forms and reliability indexes. What makes the situation worse is the unpredictability. Two vehicles built in the same factory can behave wildly differently. The inconsistency is maddening and dangerous when you rely on a car daily. Then come the electrical gremlins. Owners report everything from flashing dashboard lights to unresponsive infotainment systems and faulty sensors. Features that are supposed to simplify the driving experience, such as remote start, backup cameras, or electronic stability controls, become frequent sources of frustration. Basic interior components fare no better. Cheap trim materials, loose fittings, and quickly worn upholstery undermine any sense of lasting quality. By the end of the first year, the regret often sets in. Insurance premiums are high, resale values tank quickly, and minor problems turn into recurring dealership visits. The initial excitement fades into the cold reality of expensive maintenance, below average reliability, and a vehicle that feels like it gave up long before the driver did. Let's move from loud horsepower to quiet disappointment, where high-tech promises fall apart early. Volvo. Safety can't save reliability, refinement, peace of mind, and an impeccable safety record. These are the reasons many buyers turn to this brand. With a long-standing reputation for protecting families and a design language rooted in quiet confidence, it is often the default choice for drivers who want luxury without flash. The first few weeks of ownership feel reassuring. The cabin is sleek and calming. The advanced driver assistance systems inspire confidence. Everything seems thoughtfully engineered, until the first glitch appears. It often begins with the screen. The Sensus infotainment system, meant to control nearly all vehicle functions, has become one of the most widely reported problems. Owners say the system freezes, restarts mid-drive, or simply becomes unresponsive. Climate controls disappear, radio functions fail, and navigation systems stop working altogether. In a vehicle that relies so heavily on one interface, this kind of failure turns minor drives into frustrating guesswork. Then come the sensors. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and forward collision warning systems fail to activate or shut off without explanation. These aren't just gimmicks. They're safety features that form the core of the brand's identity. When they malfunction, drivers are not only inconvenienced, but left feeling vulnerable. The problem is widespread across the XC90, 60 and XC60, particularly within the first 12 months of ownership. Mechanical reliability also disappoints. Suspension components wear out prematurely, leading to clunking noises, uneven ride height, and compromised handling. Brake pads and rotors degrade faster than expected, with many drivers reporting replacements before reaching 20,000 miles. Add in tailgate issues, faulty lights, and random warning indicators, and the once serene experience turns chaotic. Making matters worse is the repair process. Volvo's dealer network is relatively small, and parts availability can cause delays of several weeks. That means even minor repairs can leave the vehicle out of service for extended periods. For drivers who chose the brand to avoid such problems, the first year becomes a sobering wake-up call. From Sweden's safety slip to Korea's curious letdown, this next brand might surprise you. Hyundai. One-year wonder. Turns long-term headache. Affordable pricing, sleek design, and impressive warranties. These are the reasons many buyers choose this brand. For first-time car owners or families seeking dependable transportation without a massive financial burden, the appeal is undeniable. The lineup feels modern, tech-friendly, and surprisingly refined for the price point, with long warranties and standard features like advanced safety systems, touchscreen displays, and fuel-efficient engines. It's easy to see why this automaker has climbed the sales charts across North America. However, that first year often tells a very different story. Beneath the attractive sticker price lies a pattern of quality control issues that become apparent faster than most owners expect. One of the most concerning trends involves engine performance. Numerous models, including the Elantra, Sonata, and Tucson, have been plagued by engine stalling, excessive oil consumption, and in severe cases, catastrophic failure. In many incidents, the issue arises in the first 12 months, sometimes with fewer than 15,000 miles on the odometer. Transmission troubles also surface early. Owners report hard shifts, slipping gears, and lag between acceleration and response. The dual clutch systems in particular, found in some of the newer compact models, have drawn heavy criticism. While the company has issued service bulletins and extended warranties to address some complaints, the fix often comes after several frustrating dealership visits and delays. Cosmetic durability leaves much to be desired. Paint chipping, fading, and early-stage rust have been reported in various climates, particularly in models built after the year 2018. What begins as a visual annoyance can quickly escalate into more serious body corrosion, undermining the perception of long-term quality. Cabin materials also begin to show wear quickly, especially on steering wheels, seat trim, and console plastics. Beyond the mechanical and cosmetic issues, service support becomes a problem. Parts availability, inconsistent dealership experiences, and disputes over warranty coverage leave many owners in limbo. And when the warranty ends, the cost of out-of-pocket repairs often shocks those who initially bought in for affordability. From misunderstood value to misunderstood luxury, the next brand proves high price doesn't guarantee high quality. Mercedes-Benz, prestige without peace of mind, elegance, engineering, and legacy. Few brands promise as much prestige as this one. For decades, it has symbolized wealth, taste, and automotive mastery. Buyers are drawn in by its sculpted design, whisper-quiet cabins, and buttery smooth ride quality. There is a clear sense of occasion when driving one. The three-pointed star on the grille carries with it an expectation of excellence, making many believe that they are investing in a superior ownership experience. Yet in reality, the first year of ownership frequently brings more headaches than satisfaction. The trouble begins with the brand's obsession with complexity. Modern models feature delicate dual-clutch transmissions that offer fast shifts on paper, but prove temperamental in daily use, miss a service interval, or encounter city traffic conditions. And the transmission can begin to stutter, slip, or fail entirely within 12 months. For buyers expecting perfection, it is a harsh introduction. Electronics are no better. Sophisticated interfaces like the MBUX infotainment system look impressive, but suffer from freezes, slow response times, and sensor malfunctions. Owners frequently report issues with digital instrument clusters, reversing cameras, and automatic safety systems, technologies that should enhance the experience. not detract from it. Even comfort features like powered seats and ambient lighting occasionally fail without warning. Where maintenance is concerned, the cost escalates quickly. Even routine services such as oil changes or brake replacements can run significantly higher than industry averages. While this may be expected from a premium brand, what surprises many new buyers is how fast these services are needed, where items degrade sooner than they should, and poor parts availability can result in weeks-long delays, especially frustrating when the vehicle is less than a year old. Build quality has also come under fire. Rattles, interior squeaks, and trim misalignment have shown up in early ownership surveys. Meanwhile, recalls related to brake pressure failures, airbag deployment issues, and electrical system faults expose deeper concerns beneath the polished surface. For many drivers, the prestige wears off the moment they are stuck waiting for a loaner or dealing with a dealer that prioritizes profit over people. Now we move to a brand where innovation races ahead of quality and leaves customers stranded behind. Tesla. Flashover function, few vehicles promise as much futuristic appeal as this one. With jaw-dropping acceleration, minimalist interiors, and software so advanced it practically drives itself, it has redefined what a modern car is supposed to be. Buyers are lured in by cutting-edge tech, industry-leading electric range, and a charismatic vision of a cleaner, smarter automotive future. Driving one for the first time feels like piloting a spaceship, sleek, fast, and loaded with innovation. The experience is unlike anything else on the market, which is exactly what makes the early disappointments so jarring. Within the first year, many owners begin to notice that the build quality does not live up to the hype. Panel misalignment is widespread, with inconsistent gaps between doors, trunks, and body panels. Interior trim pieces rattle or creak under normal driving conditions. Even simple elements like weather sealing often fail to deliver, resulting in excessive wind noise or water leaks after heavy rain. For a vehicle in the luxury price tier, these imperfections are hard to overlook. The centerpiece of the entire driving experience, the central touchscreen, is both a selling point and a liability. Virtually every control, from windshield wipers to cabin temperature, runs through this single screen. When it works, it is impressive. When it doesn't, the vehicle becomes difficult or even unsafe to operate. Owners frequently report freezing screens, laggy responsiveness, and complete system reboots mid-drive. In extreme cases, the touchscreen failure has left drivers without access to basic functions like headlights, defrost settings, or turn signals. Service and support issues only make the situation worse. Wait times for appointments often stretch into weeks, especially for those who do not live near major urban centers. Mobile service vans are a great idea in theory, but in practice, they are overbooked and often delayed. Parts availability remains a persistent issue, leading to long downtimes for even basic repairs. Warranty coverage exists, but is often undermined by poor communication and denied claims, frustrating even loyal fans. From the future of driving to a relic of regret, the next brand's problems span decades. Chrysler, still failing. After all these years, affordability and familiarity are often what bring buyers to this American brand. With models like the Pacifica minivan catering to families and the 300 sedan targeting comfort-oriented commuters, the brand continues to hold a place in the market. These vehicles promise practicality, spacious interiors, and a smooth ride, all wrapped in a heritage nameplate that evokes a sense of reliability. But for many owners, that promise quickly falls apart within the first year. One of the most significant problems lies in the inconsistency of quality. Powertrain issues plague both the Pacifica and the 300, ranging from delayed acceleration to unpredictable gear shifts and full-blown transmission failures. In some cases, the vehicles stall at intersections or refuse to start altogether. These are not isolated incidents. They appear frequently in service records, customer reviews, and industry-wide reliability surveys. Interior quality is another source of disappointment. Materials feel cheap, plastics scratch easily, and dashboard components tend to creak or rattle over time. The infotainment system, though visually modern, is prone to freezing, crashing, and becoming completely unresponsive, sometimes requiring a full system reset. Features like Bluetooth connectivity and navigation suffer from frequent bugs, turning daily convenience into daily frustration. Frequent trips to the dealership become routine for many new owners. What starts with minor annoyances quickly escalates into recurring mechanical failures, electronic malfunctions, and warranty battles. The customer service experience adds insult to injury. Service departments often blame the driver, delay approval for repairs, or struggle to source necessary parts. These delays turn minor fixes into weeks-long ordeals, especially when rental coverage is limited or denied. Adding to the frustration is the brand's stagnation. Despite frequent ownership changes and promises of innovation under various corporate umbrellas, Chrysler has failed to reinvent itself. The same issues that plagued vehicles in the early 2010s continue to appear in newer models. Instead of solving core problems, the brand seems stuck in a loop of underwhelming updates and surface-level design tweaks. For first-year buyers, the result is disappointment that arrives early and stays. The name may carry nostalgia, but the experience delivers regret. From stale American sedans to overhyped imports, the next brand shows how even a fancy badge can't hide the breakdowns. Jaguar, luxury you'll regret. Fast, sleek lines, prestigious heritage, and a roaring performance profile are what first draw drivers to this iconic British brand. The name alone conjures images of sophistication, understated power, and refined comfort. For many, the appeal lies in the promise of exclusivity, owning something that feels tailored, elegant, and a step above the mainstream. Vehicles like the F-Pace and the XE are advertised as the perfect blend of style and substance, built to deliver performance without sacrificing class. Yet for thousands of owners, the illusion begins to shatter within the first year. Reliability issues surface quickly, and with frustrating consistency. One of the most widespread problems involves infotainment systems that are anything but intelligent. The In Control Touch Pro interface frequently freezes, lags, or reboots without warning. Basic tasks like adjusting climate controls, navigating to a destination, or connecting a smartphone become exercises in patience. For a brand positioning itself as luxury, these kinds of glitches feel inexcusable. Electrical failures do not stop at the dashboard. Mysterious battery drains are a recurring issue, particularly in the F-Pace lineup. Owners report waking up to dead batteries with no warning or explanation. In many cases, even Jaguar's service departments struggle to identify the root cause, leaving drivers stuck in a cycle of jump starts, tows, and delayed appointments. These are not rare flukes. They are consistent themes echoed in consumer reports, owner forums, and reliability rankings year after year. Mechanical reliability also falls short. Diesel-powered models, once marketed as fuel-efficient and refined, have developed a notorious reputation for premature engine failures and turbocharger issues. Components wear out faster than they should, and maintenance costs skyrocket well before the warranty even begins to expire. Add to this inconsistent dealer support and a parts network that often fails to deliver on time, and you have a recipe for frustration. Perhaps the cruelest blow of all comes in the form of resale value. Jaguar vehicles experience some of the steepest depreciation curves in the industry. What began as an $80,000 statement of success can become a $20,000 liability in less than 5 years, sometimes even sooner. Let's turn from crumbling British prestige to a company that built a reputation and then threw it away. Jeep. Built for off-road, brakes on-road, rugged styling, go-anywhere capability, and a legacy forged on battlefields and back roads. That is what defines the appeal of this American icon. For buyers seeking adventure or looking to recapture a sense of freedom on the open trail, few brands speak louder than this one. Whether it is the boxy charm of the Cherokee or the modern utility of the Compass, the brand promises durability, toughness, and a heritage of conquering the elements. At first glance, it feels like a smart choice for those wanting a vehicle that blends functionality with attitude. However, it does not take long for that sense of confidence to be replaced by concern. Within the first year, countless owners report major reliability issues, many of which threaten both drivability and safety. Chief among them are persistent transmission failures, The 9-speed automatic gearbox used in models like the Cherokee has developed a reputation for jerky shifting, delayed acceleration, and complete transmission lockup. These failures often occur under 30,000 miles and can leave drivers stranded in dangerous conditions. The electrical system is another weak point. Touchscreens freeze, Bluetooth disconnects, climate controls behave erratically. Faulty sensors and misfiring warning systems are so common that some owners joke the dashboard lights up like a Christmas tree. These malfunctions are not just annoyances. They reflect deeper problems in the vehicle's wiring and control architecture, which are notoriously difficult and expensive to fix. Ride quality also disappoints. Despite its off-road branding, many models feel rough, loud, and uncomfortable during daily commutes. Interior quality is inconsistent, with cheap-feeling materials, rattling panels, and quickly fading upholstery. Drivers who expected durability are often shocked at how fast their vehicles feel worn out, inside and out. What truly seals the regret for many owners is resale value. Jeep vehicles tend to depreciate quickly, particularly when reliability issues begin to surface. Add to that high insurance premiums, poor safety ratings in recent crash tests, and limited warranty support, and the reality becomes clear. This once trusted nameplate no longer delivers what it promises. Now for the #1 brand, one that made headlines, broke hearts, and proved that being new isn't always better. Rivian. Cool concept, terrible ownership. Adventure, innovation, and environmental consciousness. That is the pitch. These electric trucks and sport utility vehicles promised to revolutionize what it meant to drive off-road, blending futuristic design with high-performance electric powertrains and luxury-grade interiors. From promotional videos to early test drives, expectations were sky-high. The vehicles looked like the future, with up to 400 miles of estimated range, built-in gear tunnels, and seamless over-the-air updates. Many believed they were buying into the next big thing in automotive history. Then the ownership began. Within the first year, those dreams began to crack, sometimes literally. Owners started reporting frequent screen malfunctions. The central touchscreen, which controls nearly every function in the vehicle, would freeze, crash, or lag without warning. In a traditional vehicle, these bugs might be annoying. In a Rivian, they are debilitating. Without the screen, drivers cannot access headlights, windshield wipers, or temperature controls. Even opening the glove compartment becomes impossible when a minor software glitch turns into a total systems lockout. Frustration mounts fast. Drive systems have also proven to be unreliable. Owners across northern states and Canada have reported that their trucks struggle to start in cold weather. In some cases, the battery systems fail to warm up, leaving the vehicle undrivable for hours, or completely dead. Hardware problems are just as common. Electric motors have malfunctioned. Door seals leak during storms. Trim panels come loose. Some vehicles develop rattles within the first few thousand miles, undermining the luxury experience Rivian promised. Then there's the service problem. The company's service network is still in its infancy. Appointments can take weeks to schedule. Mobile technicians are overbooked. Replacement parts are often on back order, especially for newer trims and accessories. Many owners report having to wait over 1 month for a basic fix. Some trucks have spent more time in service than on the road within the first year of ownership. Despite these issues, Rivian continues to expand its offerings, releasing new models while current customers wait for their problems to be addressed. You've seen the brands that let their customers down, but when the dust settles, it's up to you to make the right choice. What do you think? Which brand do you regret the most? Drop a comment below, and if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insider info.